Okay, so now we know that the kiosk has been updated. So let's go to the main screen and show you how to navigate through this Wondersign kiosk. As you can see the layout here, everything you see here you can change, add, take away, and so forth from the catalog app manager that's online, and I'll show you here in a bit how to do that. But to go back to this main screen, this is your navigation. Again, upper left hand corner you can see the Team Kansas logo. That's where a dealer can put their store logo on there, and then again you could press and hold, and that will bring up the update page if you need to update. In the top middle you'll see the dealer locator, dealer website. It's a link that the dealer can add for that, and what's great about that is that you can pull up the dealer website. This is a great tool for those accounts. For example, like my rental dealer that I have, they utilize this link. So let's say besides furniture, which they can see on the kiosk, maybe they want to push some electronics or appliances and so forth. They can click on that link and go to their website to show those options and other categories that aren't represented on the kiosk. Also, it's a great way for maybe a dealer has a credit app on their website that the customer can go and fill out at that time right then and there. So you can do that. And also it has a dealer that has an e-commerce opportunity. They can go on their website and make a purchase through their website. But go back, these kiosks, you do have that opportunity where you can make a purchase on the kiosk, but just in case if they don't have that, they can use the link to go on their website, and if they have e-commerce, they can make that purchase there. So want to make sure that you're aware of that, and I'll show you how you can add the dealer link here in a bit. Again, to the right of that link, you'll see the search function. So you can key certain words or item numbers or series numbers, so forth. You can find that product there as a quick search opportunity. Next to that you'll see this kind of a cube look. That's for if you want to change the language on your kiosk. That's Spanish and so forth. Let's say it's English, but maybe you're working with a customer that doesn't understand English too well, and so you can convert it over to Spanish and they can search and do whatever they need to do there. To the right of that is your shopping cart. So if you are looking at items and you like a particular group and you're ready to make that purchase, you could put it to the basket. This will show you how much and how many you have in that basket. And then to the right of that is a drop down. It's again, it's like the choose a category on the main screen, but if you want to go into more detail here, you can click on accessories, and it'll show you the item grouping by that category in more detail, and you go from there. Down the bottom of the page, you notice the style element logos. This is coming to you soon. This is something that Wondersign was showing you all at October High Point Market. They are still kind of working out the kinks of this, but for those stores that have these fashion pods, you can add up to 3, I was told, not 4, but 3 of these to each kiosk. So if a customer sees the Pastoral Charm pod in the store and they want to get more information and detail, they can go to here, and so if you press on that, you're going to see these lifestyle room shots, and what we'll show is either like bedroom, it'll show living room, it might show motion, but it really shows some really cool lifestyle settings. And what's neat about this, so let's say this particular setting you can see and you want to know what all the products are within the setting. So if you show products, it will pull up all the items that are in that room shot. So if they like a particular sofa or whatever that's shown in that room shot, let's say they like the tables, they can click on that and there you go. So really neat function there to look up by lifestyle category, and you have that option as well. Then you go to the main choose your category function. This is there's so many options here that you can utilize this, and one of the things I want to make sure to point out is make sure all the categories are represented. If they have all categories shown in their store, make sure it's shown here on this main screen. And if you don't see anything that they're supposed to have, again, I'll show you on the catalog app manager online that you can add or take away. Let's say they don't have youth furniture, God forbid, but let's say they don't, you can go on the online page and you can take off that category and control it that way. So let's go into living room. I'm just going to show you some options what you can do here. So let's say a customer is looking for all sofa options. So let's say you click on the sofa tab. You're going to pull up and it's going to show all the sofas in our line stationary. Now here is important to point out, this is where you might check and see if a particular group, a newer group that's starting to ship, if it's not added here, again, chances are that the kiosk has not been updated, or maybe you see a discontinued group that's still shown here. Again, you can update to take that information off. Another thing to point out here on the main screen, if you look from left to right, let's look at the Claremore upper left. You can arrange this in order of highest price point to lowest price point, or lowest price point to high, or even alphabetical order. This particular setup, I'm showing highest price to lowest price. So if you touch the Claremore sofa, it's going to show you that it's $469. That's the highest priced. So the further, and you go from right to left, when you go further right, it's just going to go to price point from high to low. So for example, if I go, keep going down, and let's say we pick out the this particular group, you're going to see it's $319. So it will go highest to lowest, or lowest to highest, or by alphabetical. So another thing to point out, what you can do is, what I like about this is when you click on a particular sofa, you go to the main page, it's going to show you the specs, model numbers, the weight, and so forth. You'll see a description. It can talk about the lifestyle. I know they're going to improve on more of a lifestyle summary of a group, talk about the fabric, the color, what type of cushions they are, and so forth. So you have that information there. You'll see on the bottom left related products. So if a group has maybe 2 colors, 3 colors, accent chairs, so forth, you're going to see the other related products there. Price, you can see where it's showing our cost, but that will be retail. There's some other options there. You can say was price, now this price type of deal, or sale price, and so forth. You can change that. And then below that, you'll see where you can send this particular group via email or text it to yourself. And then to the right of that, if you like it and they want to purchase that, you can add that to the basket. And then from there, if you got to continue adding other items, you can do that and then push send, and that will send that to the sales counter. The one thing I like about this function, again, is also when you click on the image, you have high-res images, and I like it because you can zoom in, you can see the texture of a particular fabric, maybe see better detail, the color, maybe the accent pillows and so forth, but you can really see a nice high-res image of that item, and that's something you cannot capture and get from a catalog page. So that's a great function. Next is when you go back to categories as well, you can search. If you want to do a quick search on a particular item, let's say the customer has already seen a sofa or an item online and they come into the store and they want to see this item and see what other products are available with it, you can do by search. And there's so many ways you can search for product. You can search it by the series number, you can search it by the series name, maybe it's a particular style that they're looking for, they want to see all traditional. Maybe they want to see a certain type of weave fabric, weave type. You can pull it up that way, maybe show wood and so forth. So great tool to use for quick reference. For example, let's say they have the series number and they want to pull up that group by series number. There you go. You have all the options for that particular series. Maybe they want to search by group name. So you can type in the group name, and you can pull it up that way. Let's say the customer is looking for anything in a mocha color and sofas. So you can type in mocha sofa and it'll pull up anything in mocha. Now this can be tricky because the thing I've noticed while experimenting with this, that you got to make sure you have the right color description. As you know, we have mocha, we have khaki, but depending on the actual name of the color, let's say you just put in brown sofa, there might not be a lot of groups that we consider called or labeled brown sofa. It might be, you know, like a chestnut or something like that. So if you type in brown sofa, it might show only 2 groups that are considered brown by our name description, but there could be a lot more because we might change it to mahogany or so forth. So be cautious on name search, color name search, because it can limit your selection. Another way you can, let's say they're looking for show wood frames, you can type in show wood, and it'll pull up all the groups that have that show wood category. You can pull up by fabric type, you know, like weave type. So for example, let's say they like chenille fabrics and chenille weave, so you can pull up that description as well. And then here you have it. You have anything that comes in what we consider a chenille weave. So you have that. So that's one way you can do a quick search function. It's a great way, especially for customers that know what they want. They don't want to spend a lot of time. You don't want to take a lot of their time out of their schedule, so you can do quick search functions as well.